So, Mickey 17 is a new science fiction black comedy written and directed by Bong Joon-ho that's adapted from a novel called Mickey 7. In the film, we follow Mickey 17, who is portrayed by Robert Pattinson, who lives on this ship, and his job as a crew member on this ship is known as an expendable. And the expendable's sole purpose on this job is to die, reprint, die, and reprint until one day when Mickey 17 comes back from something and discovers that a clone known as Mickey 18 has been printed before Mickey 17 has died. And as y'all can imagine, this only results in, well, complications. Before I continue on with today's video, I just wanted to say welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit the subscribe button to do not miss a future video. It's a future review, a reaction, top 5, top 10, or whatever I've coming your way, and join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to want to miss the cool stuff I have coming your way. And for those of you who are coming back to my channel, by the way, welcome back, everybody. You have no idea how happy I am to see your faces once again. And let's also start our conversation below. Have you guys seen Mickey 17? What did you think of the film? Did you like the film? Did you dislike it? Were you disappointed in the film? Is it one of your favorite films of the year so far? I know it's March, but still, let me know below. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into Mickey 17.
Excellent!
Mickey 17 for me was one of my most anticipated movies of 2025, but to be more specific, this was in my top 5 most anticipated movies of the year. I could not tell you all how excited I was for Mickey 17, especially knowing not only how much I loved Parasite, but also how much I dug Snowpiercer, 2 Bong Joon-ho movies that I love. And the cast, I mean, come on, guys. Robert Pattinson, I mean, he is one of the best actors working today. Naomi Aki, I love. Not to mention as well, Mark Ruffalo, Toni Collette, Stephen Young. I mean, guys, this cast is absolutely incredible, and combine all of that under Bong Joon-ho's directing. Walking into my showing of Mickey 17, I was so freaking excited for this film, and guys, I really liked Mickey 17. Talking about this right off the bat, Robert Pattinson is fantastic in this movie. Ever since that Robert Pattinson got out of Twilight, I love the fact that with each role he has been doing, he's been challenging himself constantly as an actor. Whether it comes down to The Rover, Good Time, The Batman, and now this, especially in a dual role, Robert Pattinson has been doing great, and it makes me so happy to see that Robert Pattinson has just been doing better and better and better in his film roles. Something in particular that I loved about his performance here is the fact that he really makes you believe, especially with the incredible CG, by the way, which I'll talk about a little bit. Robert Pattinson does a great job of making you believe that you're actually looking at 2 different Robert Pattinsons with 2 different personalities, and Robert Pattinson absolutely killed in this movie. The next thing that I gotta talk about, as y'all can imagine, is Bong Joon-ho's directing. Bong Joon-ho, I think, is a genius storyteller, whether it comes down to his science fiction roles, especially like I mentioned you guys earlier with Snowpiercer, or his more intimate dramas like with Parasite. Bong Joon-ho directs the crap out of this movie, whether it comes to his visual style, his storytelling style, especially when it comes down to a certain couple of elements of this movie. I think he does tackle very, very well. Bong Joon-ho, I think, does a very good job of crafting these really, really cool worlds and giving us something that's very, very unique, even though this movie is based on a book, Mickey 7. But regardless, guys, I cannot wait to see where he goes next after what he delivered here with Mickey 17. Mickey 17 is also such a cool looking film and a very strikingly beautiful film to look at. Whether it comes down to the cinematography, the incredible production design, or even more so, the amazing VFX. I mean, the VFX in this movie are straight up incredible. The best way that I can describe the look of this movie is that it just looks really, really cool and very, very stylish. And the way that Bong Joon-ho showcases the space elements just looked really freaking cool. Again, the best way I can describe this movie and how it looks is that it just looks really, really cool. This is a world that, no joke, if they use this world in a video game or in like some type of TV show, I would happily go back to this world because it is such a cool looking world. It's seriously just a cool looking world. Mickey 17 is a thoroughly entertaining film despite it almost being 2.5 hours long. This movie from moment one to the moment it ended definitely kept me entertained. It's a very, very entertaining film throughout its runtime.
Well, that's just fucking great!
But unfortunately, as much as I like this movie, I wanted to love Mickey 17, and I didn't love this movie. When it comes down to the other performances, there are two that sound like a sore thumb. Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette. Mark Ruffalo is an incredible actor, and I freaking love Toni Collette, but man, I don't know what movie they thought they were in, but holy crap, their performances were so over the top, they were so overcooking, and here's the thing, there were so many spots where I just kept thinking, is Mark Ruffalo in the right movie? Because this isn't really fitting with this thing. What was going on with these two? When I first saw the trailer to Mickey 17 looked like it would be this intimate, smaller film with a smaller story, but and essentially a big budgeted science fiction film. In the first 10 minutes, I thought that this movie was kind of stumbling in terms of its footing. However, once it gets to that part of the film, I was like, okay, let's see where this thing goes. And I was locked in. I was so sucked in. And then something else happens, and where I end up going? Entertaining? Yeah, but not the film that I thought this movie would be. This movie tries to do more things, and the more this movie goes on, it tries to expand not only of what it's trying to do, but the themes it's trying to tackle. And while I got what it was trying to do, the more this movie went on, the bigger it gets, not just in terms of its plot, but in terms of ideas and themes that it's trying to tackle. And while there are certain themes that it does tackle very well, like for example, colonization, in certain ways, it does tackle death in a certain way, which I thought it was doing very, very well. I feel that the less impact this movie had as it kept going on, the bigger that it got. Mickey 17 is a black comedy. It is a black comedy, and I love me a good black comedy, absolutely. For the most part, I actually thought that Mickey 17 was trying too hard to be a black comedy. It was trying just too hard to be funny because, man, guys, there were multiple times where I could feel it was trying to get a joke and it was trying to do something really edgy in terms of the comedy, and it just fell flat. Did it really have to be almost 2 hours and 20 minutes long? There was a sequence in this movie where it looked like it was about to end, and it kept going, and then it got to the film's ending. It could have been trimmed down a little bit, like just a little bit.
And here we go.
So overall, I liked Mickey 17 quite a bit actually, but I really wanted to love Mickey 17. Mickey 17 is entertaining throughout. Robert Pattinson is incredible in the film, and Bong Joon-ho directs the hell out of this movie. But in more ways than one, Mickey 17 did disappoint me. All in all, I'm gonna give Mickey 17 a 3.5 out of 5. Considering the talent in front and behind the camera, this movie I feel like should have been so great. It should have been incredible. It was still good, but I really wanted to love it. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Mickey 17. If so, please hit the like button, or if you dislike this review, hit the dislike button. If you guys want to see my previous 2 videos, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.